So, a fresh new week has arrived, and here on this channel, that means one thing and one thing only. Every weekend, I post an episode of this series we do called Your Take Not Mine, where I turn to you, the viewers, to give me your hottest NBA takes of the week based on what's going on at the time, and I then choose my favorite submissions and discuss them in a video. This week, the second round of the playoffs have begun to heat up. We've seen some Herculean performances by some of the league's biggest stars, and we've also seen some dreadfully disappointing showings, so of course we have plenty to discuss. In order to submit your takes, I make a community post on either the day of or the day before the video, similar to the one that you see on your screen now, so if you want a chance to be featured in a future episode, be sure to stay on the lookout for that. Before we start though, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. As the 2023 NBA playoffs continue on, PrizePicks is the best and easiest way to play daily fantasy, to stay engaged on all of the excitement. All you have to do is pick between 2 and 6 players and the over or under on their projections, and you can win up to 20 times your original entry. Plus, PrizePicks is coming in hot with a new promotion where every single day during the NBA playoffs, one user will win a chance at becoming a millionaire. How it works is that one entry placed after 8 AM every day will be randomly selected, then whoever gets selected will be given a 6-pick flex where the payouts include winning $1 million if all 6 picks hit, $80,000 if 5 hit, and $16,000 if 4 hit, so you still have plenty of time to get in on the action for your chance to be chosen. By going down to the link in the description of the video and using promo code REFERENCE when you sign up, you also get a deposit match bonus of up to $100. Once again, thank you to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. The first take we'll be discussing today comes to us from Shadow, and he says that the Sixers can still win this series against the Celtics if James Harden can get back to looking like his prime self from Game 1. The distinct turnaround in the Sixers-Celtics series can be described as nothing else but incredibly frustrating. In Game 1, when the Sixers needed it most, James Harden turned the clock back and had arguably his greatest postseason performance ever in the absence of Joel Embiid, and started the team off on the right foot with a win by dropping 45 points. Since then, however, he has been nothing short of shocking with how poor his play has been. Obviously, the Celtics deserve credit for adjusting their game plan and throwing different looks at him defensively, including having Jaylen Brown pick him up full court, making his life hell from the second that he catches the ball. But that doesn't give Harden a pass for how terrible his decision-making has been in the last 2 games. In Game 1, Harden was in non-stop attack mode, and when an opportunity presented itself, he took it immediately without thinking twice. This includes being given an inch of space around the 3-point arc and launching. This includes driving and then pulling up for open mid-range jumpers. It included the occasional floater, and when the lane opened up, he drove to the cup. Ever since then, though, every single move he's made has come with hesitancy and a clear level of overthinking, because now he's not even looking to shoot the ball unless he absolutely has to. He's settling for bad contested jumpers and forcing shots in the paint when the entire defense has collapsed on him, resulting on a lot of his shots getting blocked, and his struggles shooting have even resulted in him passing up some wide open looks in favor of passing it to someone with a worse look. I understand he's trying to balance playmaking and scoring with Joel Embiid back on the court, but it's nobody else's fault but his own that he has been terrible doing so the last few games. The team needs him to stay aggressive if they're going to have any chance of beating the Celtics in this series, because Embiid is not 100% healthy, but their season is going to be over very quickly if Harden continues second-guessing himself at every turn. The next take we'll be discussing today comes to us from Matt, and he says that this is the best team that has ever been built around LeBron James, with the best co-star, the best defensive talent, and the most shooting. The drastic turnaround that the Lakers experienced this season was sparked by major moves being made at the trade deadline, and it has definitely sparked a ton of optimism and excitement around this new group, but we're going to have to pump the brakes a bit on statements like this. I know it's been a while since he's been in South Beach, but LeBron's Miami Heat teams were definitely dominant on both ends of the floor with ample support across the board. All 4 years he was there, the team ranked in the top 10 both offensively and defensively. 2 of the seasons they ranked in the top 5 in the league on both ends. Dwayne Wade may not have been at his absolute peak, but was still an elite second option. Chris Bosh was a terrific two-way big man who stepped his defense up in the postseason while spacing the floor offensively, and guys like Ray Allen, Mike Miller, Mario Chalmers, and Shane Battier all shot over 40% from 3, spacing the floor for the big 3. With that said though, this current Lakers team is definitely more well-rounded than the Lakers teams of the last 2 years, but it's also too premature to even rank them over the 2020 team that won the title. Anthony Davis is back healthy, and he's shown that when he's locked in, he can dominate both ends of the floor, as exemplified by his Game 1 performance against the Warriors, where he dropped 30 points and had 23 rebounds with 4 blocks on top of it. But the issue is that he is still frustratingly inconsistent, and in Game 2, he was almost a non-factor, scoring just 11 points as they got blown out. The Lakers absolutely have the talent to go all the way this year, but this series against the Warriors will still probably be very close the whole way through, and there's a long way to go before we can start making these kinds of assertions, calling them LeBron's best team. And finally, the last take we'll be discussing today comes to us from Port, and he says that the only team left that can stop the Boston Celtics is the Golden State Warriors. Right now, the Celtics are playing some of their best basketball as they retook command of their series against the 76ers. They entered the playoffs as one of the favorites to go all the way after winning the Eastern Conference last year, and with the Bucks already eliminated, there is good reason to believe that they're the team to beat. If you're going to slow the Celtics down, you need a team with several quality wing defenders and an interior presence that can protect the paint, because the Celtics have so many scoring threats at their disposal who also lock in defensively. The Warriors are absolutely one of the best teams equipped to slow them down, as they showed in the finals last season, frustrating Jason Tatum immensely with guys like Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Kevon Looney, all doing their job on that end. But where I disagree with the original take is the idea that they're the only team capable of doing it. This doesn't mean I'm picking another team to beat them, because realistically, the Celtics are probably who I would lean towards picking to win the title this year, but other teams have the tools to overcome them too. The Lakers very well could eliminate the Warriors this series, and they have guys like Anthony Davis and Jared Vanderbilt playing great defense, Austin Reeves emerging on that end of the floor as a tough competitor, LeBron James obviously being capable of making big plays when needed, and even Rui Hachimura has been playing his best basketball of the year in the postseason. The Suns need Chris Paul healthy if they want to be in this conversation too, but they have role players like Torrey Craig and Josh Okogie that are great defenders on the perimeter, along with the star power in Kevin Durant and Devin Booker to match the Celtics duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown scoring-wise. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you think about the takes we discussed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.